And welcome back, and it is the 23rd of April, Further Maths 5 a day, and let's look straight at the first question. Right, so it says a curve has gradient function, gives me a function, work out the gradient when x equals -2. It's fairly straightforward, isn't it? So it gives me the gradient equation, I just need to put -2 in. So that's going to be 17 minus -2 cubed. Got to remember to do the minus as well, although it doesn't make a difference here. So that's 17 minus -8, which is 17 plus 8, which is going to be 25. First question done, not terrible at all. Next question. F of x equals this thing here for all values of x. Solve f of 3x equals 2. Cleverly worded. Right, so in other words, I'm going to put 3x into this equation. So it's going to be 2,500 minus 3x cubed is equal to 2. I've basically just put 3x in. Then let's expand it. So 2,500 minus 27x cubed is equal to 2, which means, now, I'm wondering whether this is going to be a nice number. I suspect not, which means that 27x cubed is equal to 2,500 minus 2, which is 2,498. And so therefore x is equal to the cube root, I'll just put this in calculation in one go, 2498 over 27, which is approximately equal to, that won't be a nice number I suspect, 4.5228223, which I'm just going to call 4.52 to 3 sig fig. Question done. Next question. This looks like it's going to be 3D trig. Let's read it and see. So ABCD is a square. Now the fact it's square is relevant. Square-based pyramid, work out the angle between planes ABCD, so the floor, and ADE. So what I'm looking to do is consider this triangle here. It's not drawn brilliantly, but hopefully you can see what I've done. So I'm going to add some letters in, because then it's clear what I'm doing. So I'll call that F, and I'll call the midpoint here M. So if I think about my triangle, so I've got E to M to F. Now I know FM is half of the length, and it's a square-based pyramid, so that must be 35, half of 70. It tells me the question that this is 200. Remember to convert my units over, and I want this angle here, so therefore phi is tan minus 1 of opposite, which is 200, over adjacent, which is 35. Calculator out again, which is 80.1 degrees. And that's it, question done. And that feels about right, by the way, because it looks like it's really high, 2 meters against a very small base. Right, final question. The transformation matrix maps the point this onto this, find A and B. Okay, nice question. So what I'm going to do is I'm basically just going to write this down. So 3AB, 4BA times by 1 minus 2. And let's work it out down here, so I've got some space, is equal to 3A top row times the column minus 8b, bottom row times the column, b minus 2a, and this in the question is equal to -2 minus 1, which means I've got two simultaneous equations. So simultaneous equation 1 is 3a minus 8b equals -2. Simultaneous equation 2, doing a bit of rearranging, is 2a plus b is equal to -1. Now, back to GCSE simultaneous equations. So I'm going to multiply the first one by 2 and the second one by 3. So the first one by 2 gives me 6a minus 16b equals -4. And the second one multiplied by 3 is minus 6a plus 3b equals -3. Right, okay, now I've got a plus and a minus, so I'm going to add these together. Gives me minus 13b is equal to -7. I was really hoping for some nicer numbers there, but those numbers are not nice at all. So therefore b equals 7 over 13. Let's put it back into the A equation. So which equation shall I use? Let's use this equation here because it looks to have slightly nicer numbers. So that one tells me, putting it back into the equation, that -2a plus the b I've just worked out, which is 7 over 13, is equal to -1, which means -2a -1 minus 7 over 13 is -20 over 13, which means that a is equal to 10 over 13. Let's put all this together so it's nice and neat. So in other words, that a equals 10 over 13 and b equals 7 over 13. I'm relatively happy with that. that's done for today. As ever, decent mix of questions today. Quite like the questions today. Let me know how you did. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow.